the next thing I want to do is push my FB username, shared a link, and how long ago text. I need to push it down a little bit because if we look at the Facebook example, it's kind of like almost center aligned to the image and not like aligned up top over there. Center aligned, you know, kind of like aligned in the middle, if you will. All right, so how am I going to do that? Well, if these things were contained in themselves and had, I guess if the HTML was a bit different and structured a little bit closer to how our classes in here are, I could just as easy, you know, put display block and add some padding up there and just be done with it. But unfortunately, it's the HTML structure is a little different, so we have to take a different approach. Now, if you look inside of the H6 class, we have both the image and the anchor stuff. So if you said, well, why don't we just, you know, if it was just a matter of targeting the H6 and pushing it down, it worked, but we're also going to end up pushing down the image. We can't go any deeper because if you check this out, we have an anchor in there, and then so we could say, you know, we could target an anchor inside of the H6, and okay, but that leaves us with the problem of shared A. Just the text is not an anchor; it's just plain old text wedged in between these two links. So we're going to have to take a different approach. Here's my plan. I'm going to target the H6, all of it, the image and the text. I'm going to push all that stuff down. And I'm thinking I could just push it down with some padding. And let's say I want to push this content down, I don't know, 5 pixels. I'll say 5 pixels padding extra. Bam, push it down. Then I'll use a negative margin specifically on the image to pull it back up, the same amount that I pushed it down. So, well, let's give it a go. And maybe I'll need more than 5 pixels, but whatever. Once I actually get it moving, I'm good. So let's see. So I have the shared header, and I know that top section. Okay, maybe I haven't done anything with that yet. So there's my class, and then I'll get it all the other stuff to get it more specific. And of course, don't forget the dot for the share header. All right, and I guess I could even go H6 share header, and then I'll start with the curly braces, and let's see, I'm going to add padding top. You know what, let me give it an extra 10 pixels. Okay, and let's see what happens. Bam. Okay, it pushes it down, but it doesn't affect the height of the section it's in. Very good. Now, I'm going to do exactly this, but instead of it's going to be H6. Let me find that image. See exactly what the code is for the image in there. IMG from user. Okay, so oh, there it is. What am I talking about? I don't even need to do it there because I got the from user right down below it. See, the most obvious is the least obvious. What I'm going to do now is do margin top, and I'll go negative 10 pixels. And this should bring it right back up. Beautiful. So I like it. I'm not even going to mess with it. I think that the 10 pixel, 10 padding down, pushing everything down, pushes it nicely. And then using the negative to pull it back up works. And of course, once I start using negative values, I'm a little more concerned about how it's going to look like in different browsers. So at this point, it's probably a good time to start really doing some analysis on the different ways that it may look in different browsers. So